Boys, stop scrolling because God needs you to create. And the question is create what? Create the ideal and best version of yourself. God needs you to achieve your fullest potential. Because unfortunately, that is what the entire world is designed not to allow you to do, to achieve your potential. Because you know what it means when you achieve your potential? It means your finances are amazing. It means you're no longer indebted to the banks. It means you're no longer in the matrix. You're not in the entertainment system. You're not, paying these companies who are, by the way, all run by pedophiles. You're not paying for fucking seed oils and bullshit companies. That's what it means when you achieve your fullest potential, because you become conscious and aware of the way the world works, and you start to respect yourself, because your ideal self wouldn't be, for example, watching pornography, which is literally run by pedophiles. Your ideal self wouldn't be consuming macas, eating out at seed oils, which all fund genocides, by the way, and fund literal wars around the world. All politics aside, okay, not putting any politics into this video, but you do understand that this is why everything around you is designed to take your attention away, right? Because what happens when you're always constantly dopamine fried and overstimulated, do you ever have time to think? Do you ever have the mental space, the energy to sit down and ponder upon the biggest question of your life? Who do I want to be? And what do I want from this world? I can't believe more people don't ask that question. And I'm making this video for my 19-year-old self. You, Thailand, 19 years old, this is the exact video that you needed. Brother, you've been playing video games up until 19 years old. You've been consuming content, always coming home, playing, watching bullshit, and you've never had the question to ask yourself, who do I want to be and what do I want from the world? And I want to give you a practical action step that you can take either by the end of this year or early next year. That's going to change your life. And it's going to involve you spending some fucking money. Not to me, but for yourself. And this is what you're going to do, boys. And this is exactly what I did in 2022. 2022, my second trip to Thailand. I decided to book a 31-day yoga teacher training course at a retreat in the jungle on an island in Thailand. I can already... Yeah, I know. That sounds fucking amazing, and it was. And that's your step number one. Boys, by the end of this year, by the end of this video, by the end of this day, you're going to have a destination that you want to go to, and you're going to make that a goal for yourself. I do recommend Thailand or Bali. Those are my two favorite countries to be in, Thailand or Bali. Why? You need to get away from the old people around you who always expect you to be the same person that you are right now, not your authentic self. Because when you try to change, they will be like, yo, why are you changing? This isn't you. Come back. Be your older self again. Don't do this. This isn't you. That's what they will respond with. And we need to get as far away as possible from that. Now, you can't hate on them, because what happens is when you change, you're pretty much proving to them that their excuses are all bullshit and that they can change as well, but they can't handle that. That's why they say, no, don't change, be like us. So you need to leave. This is going to serve as a goal for you. If you've been lost up until watching this video, if you feel like you don't have any direction in life, I have just given you purpose and direction in life. Your current purpose and direction for this year is to save up 5 to 10,000 US dollars and go on this trip of your life. You're going to spend 1, 2, 3 months, whatever you can afford to save up, depending on your job. If you got sales, of course, you're going to make more money. If you work for yourself, you're going to make even more money. But whatever you can end up saving up within a year, that's what you're going to do. By the end of this year, you will have a destination that you've booked ready to go for 30 days. Again, what I've done is I booked myself a 30-day yoga retreat. I recommend you do the same. Maybe 30 days Muay Thai camp, 30 days yoga retreat, 30 days something else. Why? Because when you surround yourself with other people who are also improving themselves, you're going to improve yourself twice as much. And their energy and their actions of improving themselves will motivate you as well. So we're going to put you into a new environment that actually helps you improve yourself. And that's why I tell you, firstly, travel overseas. And the second thing you should do is do some sort of program first. Do a 30-day program on your first flight. The second thing you're going to do while coming not only up to this point, you know, you're working towards this point, or when you get to that country, I want you to start to meditate every single day, boys. And I want you to visualize yourself having already gone to your ideal country, whether that's Thailand that you booked or, you know, Bali, Muay Thai camp that you booked. Meditate not only every day, just, you know, normal meditation, focusing on your breath, but also visualizations as if you've already achieved this goal of yourself. Boys, I'm telling you, when you go overseas and you invest in yourself this way and you isolate from your old people, old self, old ways of thinking, old routines, old job, old boss, old friends, and you go and start fresh new, your mind is going to be so open to new possibilities that you will literally sit down and ideas will pop into your mind of the things that you want to be and the things you want from the world. Again, the reason why guys don't know what they want from the world or who they want to be is because they can't think about the question. To think about these questions, you need brain power, you need space, you need to relax, and you need to have the correct ways of thinking about these questions, the correct perspective. Because if you think about these questions in a negative way, you're going to come up with negative answers. And that's why we need to isolate yourself. That's why you need to move out or go to another country or live somewhere else for a little bit. When you sit down, you will start to have these thoughts, and this is when you're going to start to journal. You're going to start to meditate and think about these things and write them down and think, you know what, interesting. I really like Thailand. I see myself living here. What would it take for me to live here? I would need this much. What would I love to do for me to be able to live in Thailand? Well, guess what? I remember when I was 9 years old, I recorded a YouTube video and I really liked it. Guess what? You now have the brain capability, the space, and the support from the people around you and your environment to be able to ask yourself these questions. Another thing is, you don't know what you want because you don't know what's out there. All you've been doing is consuming video games, consuming the same content, going to the same job, and having the same conversations. And is there no question why you can't come up with new ideas? When somebody asks you, hey, what's your dream? You don't know. It's because you don't know what's out there. You don't know the possibilities of the world. And most importantly, you haven't had given yourself the time and space to ask those questions in the first place, boys. Guys, I'm telling you, it really is that fucking phone. It's that digital content consumption. It's your old belief systems, it's your self-image. And what I found, this is again what I did in 2022. I'll make a full breakdown story of this video. And next time, what I did is I booked a one-way ticket to Thailand. I stayed and did a yoga retreat for 30 days. And I ended up staying in Thailand for another 4 months after that, for a total of 5 months. And I lived my dream life. And I know exactly what my dream life is. And I know exactly who I want to be and who I need to be. I know exactly how to get there, how much money I need. I know exactly what to do to get there. All because I isolated myself, I went out, I explored myself and the world, I took myself away from old people, away from old jobs and my comfort zone. I left my comfort zone, I started meditating and journaling about these questions and sitting still and actually asking myself these questions. I stopped overstimulating myself, I stopped consuming content, I don't watch the news, I sold my PC 4 or 5 months ago, I don't play video games anymore, I don't watch Netflix, I literally consume zero entertainment, boys. I know for some of you that might sound incredible, that might sound like, what the fuck, I want to do that. I consume zero entertainment. Sometimes I fall into it. Sometimes I'll, end up scrolling for a bit. But I'll never say to myself, fuck yeah, I'm going to watch TV. Fuck yeah, I'm going to go play some video games. I don't have those anymore. Because I'm just so obsessed. Not obsessed, but I feel so whole and so sure of myself, of what I want from life, exactly who I want to be, how to get there and how to get it, and what it's going to take for me to get there. And I know you can achieve that too. And the way to achieve it is by following the steps in the video that I've given you. Again, it's not some bullshit. This isn't some shit I got from a book, bro. I did this. I went to Thailand. I was questioning my life. Sometimes I questioned suicide. I was questioning my life, thinking, what the fuck? If I keep going like this, I'm eventually going to kill myself. And I decided I had enough. And I told my dad, you know what, Dad, I was at work sitting. I told my dad, I'm going to leave and I need to go to Thailand. And I'm going to book myself a yoga retreat. And he said, yep, do it. And I booked it. And for 7 months straight, I worked day in, day out. I worked super hard, saved my money, and I flew to Thailand completely alone. I met so many people. I made new friends. I learned yoga. I became a yoga teacher. I'm a yoga teacher by trade as well. I traveled the world. I did fucking visa runs. I went through a bus, went into Malaysia, came back out, checkpoints and borders. I had sex in an island. I took mushrooms. I did all of these things. And by the end, I found my authentic self. And the way I found my authentic self isn't in Thailand fucking entertaining myself and doing these things. It was by doing these things and then coming and allowing those experiences to process by sitting still and journaling and thinking, I did this last night. Let me just think, is this in my dream reality? Journal. Many times I would go sunset, go to my favorite coffee shop in Thailand, drive on my bike, go sit, order a coffee and just journal and be so grateful about my life and how the fact that I get to live in Thailand. I'm so fucking grateful, man. Mwah. All praise belongs to God. Do this, boys, and I tell you, your life will fucking change. I'll leave it there. If you need actual help with this, reach out to me. I can help you one-to-one or in the school community, boys. Yeah, like, I don't know what else to say, bro. I don't know what else to say. I'm living my dream life. Mentally, physically, it's incredible. And that's what I want for you. Have a good one.